Okay, guys, back at it. Took a little break. Was a little bit under the weather. I'm back now. I'm going to tackle something different today. So talking politics. Look at something really bugs me. I see a correlation between the people that follow Trump, the MAGA crowd, and the people that declare that the earth is flat. It just boggles my mind. Like, how is there a day? Like, there's 24 hours in a day. And why is that? The sun rises, the sun sets, it comes back up. 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. You could literally stick a stick into the ground, take note of a specific when the sun's directly overhead and there's no shadow, and then start counting. 1, 2, 3. And in 86,400 seconds later, the sun's going to be in that exact same spot. That shadow will be exactly the same spot. Now, how's that possible on a flat earth? It just boggles my mind. But I have a bunch of sites up. I don't know how else to do this. I'm new to this. It's probably not what you're used to with the sophisticated images and all that stuff and movies and all. But I'm just going to go through the thought process in my head, try and see if we can look at it from a different point of view with flat earth. Right now I have up the Mars mission from NASA, which I think was really cool. And as you can see, lots of photos of the Mars mission and the whole site to that. And one of the big things that the flat earthers complain about is NASA's fake. NASA's fake. Okay, so let's say that NASA was fake. Let's say that that was all there was in the entire world. But there's not. Like, I really, truly think the flat earthers are just doing it for kicks and giggles, right? That they don't really believe the earth is flat. I mean, like, I'd love to give these guys a lie detector test. And not like one they set up, but like FBI, CIA level lie detector test. Okay? First off, let's start. We'll go right across the top of my screen. I don't think you're going to see it, but, you know, Smarter Every Day. That guy's brilliant, dude. I highly recommend his channel. Great content. He did a whole video, 54 minutes on, from United Launches Alliance on them making their rockets, and they're here in their showroom. I guess they have 3 different types. And take for a second. This is one company. This is one company, right? One company that builds these rockets. And as you go through this video, they talk about all the different things in the different ways, the different materials. Here's their big warehouse. Some of the material over to the right, and how they had to process it to make it work. And their machines that used to manufacture the cylindrical rockets, and it goes on and on and on and on. Okay? And my thought process is, what? So is this guy? There's a good picture of the honeycomb design that they use right here. Right? So this guy here, he's like the head of the thing, I think. Is he in on the hoax? He's got a whole company that he's making these rockets to go in outer space. Is he in on the gag? He knows the words. He knows that his missiles or his rockets are just going to go up into space and disappear, right? And then that's it, because, you know, it's flat. So he obviously has to be in it. And then, you know, is this girl in on it? Is she in on the hoax? She thinks she's building a rocket to take stuff into space. Is she in on the hoax? I don't know. How does it work? How does it exactly work, right? You got this guy. Here's more of this guy. And you can see I stopped this here because I wanted to show you these things in the background, how they build. One's the smaller unit, one's the bigger unit. They're all pressure tested. The whole kit and caboodle, right? It's all done, ready to go into space. Now, how is that possible if the Earth is flat? Where is he actually sending the rockets? Here's on the launch pad, right? Now you've moved from the manufacturing of the rocket, right, with the materials and the engineers and the blueprints and the schematics and the science and the data. It's all fake. It's all fake? What are they doing there? So here's one on the launch pad, right? This is going to go up into the... Look at all the equipment around this. The structure to hold it up and take care of it. This is wheeled out at the pad, ready to launch. So then it makes you think, well, Makes me think, well, okay, NASA, it's NASA. Oh, NASA. They're lying to you. There is no curve. There is no rotation. There is no outer space. How can water stick to a ball? Blah, blah, blah. Your ignorance is just unending ignorance. Right? There's answers to all your questions, but you choose not to believe it. So just look at it from a different point of view. All right, look. Right? What are we looking at? Government space agencies. It's not just NASA. Right? Here you go. You have all the color codes over here, blah, blah, blah. Australian, Belarus Space Agency, right? They have sounding rocket capability, right? So somewhere in Belarus, there's a ULA. And all of those people in Belarus, at the ULA of Belarus, they're building rockets to go to space. Or are they in on the gag? And you go down. Belgian, UK, obviously, Bolivian, in Bolivia, there is a ULA. Are they faking it too? Colombian. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Czech. Danish. Serbian. German. On and on and on and on. All of these places have a ULA. All of these countries, all of these things have a ULA that gets contracted to build the rockets for them to take into space. Are they all in on the gag? Right? They're all not really doing it. Or what? What are they doing? How does it exactly work? You have all of these people, all of these industries that support space and technology, and they're all faking it? How does that work? List of the military space agencies with launch capability. It's a smaller list, obviously. But nevertheless, Iranian, Israel, they're all faking it. Every one of those places has a ULA or multiple ULAs. Human flight capabilities, very few. Russia, America, and China. And I guess underneath of NASA now is Tesla boys thing, Elon Musk's thing, SpaceX. All right, so being able to land in different planets. China, the European Space Union, Japan, Italy. So in Italy, there's people building rockets that go over into space, but they're there, and there it goes, and then what? What? What are you people talking about, flat Earth? Jesus Christ. Private companies, private spaceflight companies, okay? SpaceX, Orbital, Northrop Grumman, Sierra Nevada. They are all there. They all have things like this at ULA where they're building rockets, motors, engines, pumps, gyroscopes, code, all of it, right? They're all there doing the job to get shit into space. Blue Orion, Boeing, suborbital, orbital, suborbital. Launch vehicle manufacturers. Look at them all. All of these are ULA. As a matter of fact, do you think ULA is in here somewhere? What's it at the bottom, maybe? Yeah, there it is, ULA. So ULA, which is this here that I've already showed you, all of these other ones are doing the same thing ULA's doing. They all have people in there, like this girl, like these workers, that are putting these things together, that are making sure that they test them, they work on them, make sure it works. And you're saying it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake. The entire world of rocketry is fake because you don't understand how water could stay on a ball. Batty. It just drives me batty. Just because you don't understand how shit works. Which, by the way, I think you do understand. I think you know the earth is round. I do. Let's keep going, okay? We're going to go a little bit faster now, right? All right, there, I'm back. I'm smaller. Okay, so look. Launch vehicles, right? Countries. All of them are faking. They're all building things like this over to the left, but they're all faking it. Or they're not faking it. Or how does it work? I just don't understand how it works. I don't understand how it works. You tell me how it works. Okay? You know how the water sticks to the ball. They've told you that. Okay? You all like, oh, you have an atmosphere near a vacuum. How does the sun work exactly? What's keeping all the plasma on the sun? How does that work? Go ahead. I'll wait. The question now is, there's other space stations up here. This one's from China. All right? So you see all the people there? See all the people that are there? See all those computers? What exactly is happening there? What exactly is happening there in China? Their space control, mission control. You tell me. Again, different view, different project. Tell me. What are they all looking at? What is all this data being fed into these computers? It's all just bullshit. It's all just bullshit. Somewhere what? Someone else is typing the code, feeding these people? These people actually believe they're on the moon. In this case. And how are they getting all that data back? What is the data? Where is the data coming from? Who's making the data? This might be Japan. No, this is another China picture. I think this might have been the EU. Okay, so now you have the EU. Sorry, it's a horrible picture. I don't know what happened. You know, all these people down here. There's all these people and all these computer screens with all this information coming in. It's all bullshit. Who made it? Who's feeding the information back to those computers? Or it's all just animated. It's fake. It's all computer generated. How can you guys believe? You don't. I'm convinced you don't believe that the earth is flat. You just simply don't. Germany. Again, this is Germany now. This is their space thing, right? So again, a whole bunch of people, all kind of really smart, all have computers in front of them, all have data being fed to those computers, all looking at screens that have information projected to them. Where's that information coming from, if not the actual device, if not the actual lander, rover, satellite, space rocket, whatever? Where's it coming from? Here's India, another country, India. These guys are all India, right? Same thing. All of these people are sitting there looking at all of this information and all of these screens. And you can look for yourself. There are some duplicates, but most of these screens are different. And what are they doing? What are they looking at? Who's feeding them that data? It's all fake, right? It's all can't be done because the Earth's flat. So this is a fake picture. This is a doctored picture. Okay, Germany, EU, China, America. All of these people looking at all of these computer screens, looking at all this data about mission that went somewhere. All fake, right? That's what you're saying. Satellites, right? Here are the satellites in orbit. It is so well established how round the world is that you have satellites orbiting, and you have all of these satellites that you can click on and get information from. How high up it is, latitude, longitude, where it's from, and then you can go in there for more info. All of this is fake. That's what you're saying. There are no satellites up in the world, right? There can't be on a flat Earth. How does that work on a flat Earth? Because then all of these other people that we talked about, all of these other people would have to be designing their product to suit a flat Earth. Here's another one where you can see. Let's see which ones are just launched. All of Musk's. It's all fake. So none of it's true. All of what we just went through disproves your point. It's not just NASA. It's not just America. It's so many other. I think we counted 92. 92 countries with space agencies. 19 have launch capability. 19 other countries put stuff up into space. They can't use math that's not accurate. They use math that is true and proven. And that math is based on a round Earth. It's round Earth. And you're going to have to explain to me how all of those countries and all of those other parts of the world, each one of them has, just like you saw when the Perseverance landed on Mars, you saw all those people get excited. And those were just the people running the mission control room, not the people who built it, who prepped it, who wrote the code for it, set it up on the launch pad, fueled it on the launch pad, mission control launching it, because the mission control that launched it isn't the mission control that landed it. You know, all of those people in all of those other agencies, as I showed you, in the EU, in China, in Germany, in America, all of those people go to work each day and they look at those computers and they look at those screens, and that information is being fed back by something, whether it be a satellite, a rocket, a rover, by something in space circling the Earth, landing on the moon, landing on Mars, top secret shit too. And it's all fake. That's what you're saying. And it's all somehow just created. If it's not the real thing, if it's not just what I said it was, then that means those people who are going to work are either in on the hoax and they're not looking at shit, even though they broadcast it to the TV or to the internet and you could have watched it as it was happening. So they're either in on the hoax or there's somebody somewhere in all of those circumstances feeding those computers information that makes it look like they actually are orbiting the Earth, landing on the moon, orbiting Mars, all that. It just doesn't, just not realistic. It's just not realistic. Of course, then, like I said, you know the Earth is round. You know it. You'd fail a lie detector test. If you took a lie detector test, you'd fail because you know it's round. It can't be any other way. You're just being a cunt. All right, that's all I have for today. Hopefully, you'll catch me on the next one. We're going to do some more about other ways of looking at how you can disprove a flat Earth. All right, have a great night. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.